What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing today? It is July 13th, and this is a special episode because we just got a game announcement this morning that kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, there were rumors going around last night. There was a little bit of talk of this, and then we get a full trailer reveal the next day. And it's had the internet, Twitter, good old Twitter is in a frenzy. Just a complete avalanche of memes. Even I had a good post that went sort of viral, so I guess viral, just got a bunch of likes. But this is going to be really special. We're going to talk about it. This whole episode is going to be about this one game announcement. Welcome to Brad's Bad Show About Games. My name is Brad, and I am not a Nickelodeon character, which means, unfortunately, you will not be able to play me in the upcoming Smash Brothers-like game, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. So, yeah, Nickelodeon is making a Smash clone. Now, I've only played one Smash clone, and let me see if I can find it on my computer. It's a free-to-play game on Steam. I did a quick playthrough of it on my YouTube channel here. You can go find that if I can find what the game was called. I think it was called something like hang on. Actually, I can't. What was the name of it? Rumble Arena. That's what that was. Yeah, except that game is the theme of that game is like mythological characters and stuff. So you've got, I think, characters like Thor and like Zeus and Sun Wukong in it. So it's like actual, it's mythology instead of video game characters. Well, for this game, it's going to be any character, I guess, either developed or owned outright by Nintendo. Nickelodeon. So, right off the bat, the little image you've got here, this is going to be really interesting because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are in this game. Because I don't remember how recently it was, but Nickelodeon now outright owns the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, it's not a licensed deal. They own the Turtles now. So Leo, Donnie, Raph, and Mikey are just as much Nickelodeons now as SpongeBob. So at least this is a really cool thing to do with them. That retro style arcade game, I don't remember when it's supposed to come out. It's like Shredder's Revenge, I think it's called. That's styled like the old arcade TMNT games. That's another cool thing here. But this is a really interesting idea. But anyway, so aside of all the memes, which are hilarious, why is this happening? I couldn't tell you why this is happening, other than Nickelodeon is trying to dip their toes into these sort of rip off of Nintendo game stuff. Because Nickelodeon Kart Racers was a decent little racing game, but it had a puny roster, only 12 characters. I did a quick video for that on here where I played and raced as SpongeBob. You know, it's not a bad racer, but it's quite obviously just a Mario Kart knockoff, which is fine, but, the roster was puny. It wasn't really memorable. Well, then they did a second one. I haven't played the second one, but the roster jumped up from 12 to like 34 or something like that. They added a lot of characters for the sequel. Even JoJo Siwa made it in. She's not even a cartoon character. But that's what I hope they do for this. And this is a strong start because I think, well, let me see. I typed out the roster that was revealed. And we've got, I think it's 13, 14, 15 characters. So just off of this reveal trailer, you get Michelangelo and Leonardo from TMNT. So that's 2. SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy from SpongeBob SquarePants. That's 5. Invader Zim makes it 6. Ablina, if I pronounced that right, it's been a long time since I've seen All Real Monsters, but that's surprising that they got in too. So that's 6, 7 for Ablina. Powdered Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy makes it 8. Hey Arnold gives us Helga, that's 9. Lincoln and Lucy Loud from the Loud House is 11. Danny Phantom from Danny Phantom is 12. Rugrats gets Reptar, so that's 13. That's an interesting one. And then the Wild Thornberries rep, the sole rep at this point is Nigel Thornberry, smashing. So so that's 14 if I got my numbers right. Let's see, we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It seems like there was one more. Maybe I'm missing one. Let me see. I'm pretty sure that's probably it. I don't remember any more being in there. Anyway, even if it is, you know what? Let's not worry about it right now. But that's a decent start, and already there's some big, big contenders missing. I mean, right off the bat. So, first things first, let's go over, I'm going to go over now who should be in it. Well, I'll save that one because that's the part that's really exciting to me. But anyway, another bonus. Apparently, this game was developed by a team that has produced a game like this before. I'm trying to find... I just saw a tweet that listed the devs. Oh, man, where is it? Oh, here it is. Apparently the devs are Ludosity, I think, maybe? Yeah. Ludosity. They created a game that's on Steam. I don't know if it's free or not. I've never really heard of this game before. I may have seen it before. But anyway, they made a game called Slap City. Apparently it was very popular, or it played well. I don't really know anything about this, but apparently it was a Smash clone, as they called them, too. And from the looks of it, it got a lot of positive reviews, which I think is hard to do something like that, especially when you know that a game is, going to be considered a Smash clone. Even PlayStation Battle Royale was called that. But that that also started up with a lot of hype and kind of fell to the wayside because I think it was just it was a little wonky. Like in that game, you could only KO your opponent by using a finisher on them. So the actual brawling didn't matter. You just keep hitting people until your final your super meter fills, and your super is the only way you can end you can KO anybody. So that's a weird decision. But crap, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So the devs for this definitely are going to have a lot of pressure now, especially considering that this thing has gotten so much attention. It's been trending on Twitter all day. There's been so many memes. I mean, it's so good. And the thing is, this is not even the full roster yet. But one thing that people found, I think it was in the devs Discord, is apparently this game's gonna have rollback netcode, which is astonishing considering that the biggest fighting games that are played at the moment, or even in just the last several years, do not have that. Smash Brothers does not have rollback netcode. I mean, if this game actually, I can't remember, supposedly it's been confirmed now that it is definitely going to have rollback, but, so I'm going to assume it does. if it does, that already makes it a better game to play online than Smash. Now, looking at the trailer, it does look like a lot of fun. It looks like they're embracing the over the top cartooniness of a project like this, which is good. It's not gonna be the same quality as Smash. It's not. It's still a knockoff game. You know, I hate to say it that way because it just seems like I'm already trying to like. It seems like I'm belittling it by saying that, but I'm really not. But it looks like it could be a lot of fun. It looks like the gameplay's a little wonky though. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to wait until we can actually get our hands on it and try it. But um, I do hope that the game is pretty stable. It looks like something that people could have a lot of fun with. And again, you know, the sheer volume and variety of characters under the big Nickelodeon umbrella could make for some interesting matchups. Just off of the known roster, you know, you got Reptar there, who you could probably say might be sort of maybe he plays a little bit like Bowser and Ridley combined. Maybe Big Lizard. Um, of course, the Turtles are in there. I mean, it's a fighting game. It's the Turtles. I mean, um, the last fighting game the Turtles were in was Injustice 2. So there you go. So now Leonardo is has gone from fighting Batman and Superman and Sub-Zero to SpongeBob and Danny Phantom and Powdered Toast Man. This is why video games are great. And again, you know, I say this every time something like this happens. I'm going to keep saying it. Crossovers work. They just do. And people are already theorizing who could be there. The tweet that I put out that actually got like hundreds of likes was a quote tweet from I want to make sure I get it from Tanuki Karibo, where he said he had tweeted something about like that he wanted the he wanted any character that's ever like appeared like from a show that aired on Nickelodeon to be eligible. He said so just so he could have the excuse of playing as Beetlejuice and Lassie. I think. I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning that, but I quote tweeted it and said that really opens the forbidden door, and posted an image of a screenshot from from a few years from like it's probably like 10 years ago now, but a screenshot of an advertisement on Nicktoons for Dragon Ball Z Kai new episode premieres from when that was on Nicktoons. And boy, imagine that. Imagine Goku got in this game just because Dragon Ball Z Kai aired on Nicktoons a decade ago. No, it's not going to happen, but that's funny to think about. If that situation actually were, you know, a possibility, then yeah, Goku would be eligible. It's funny to think about though. But yeah, there's been so many good memes. If you haven't been on Twitter today, just go look. It's there's some good funny stuff there. But let's see what else we got. Going through some basic stuff. It'll be on all the consoles supposedly. I assume it'll be on Steam. It's looking like you got PS4, 5, Xbox One, the Series X and S, and then the Switch. Yeah, surely Steam will get a version too. Oh, Ludosity and Fair Play Labs. Yeah, this is from the Nickelodeon Twitter account. I guess that's how you spell Nickelodeon. That's where they said that apparently a dev said that it will have rollback. But I really hope um Maximilian dude covers this game just to talk about it. He talked about Fortnite getting Chun-Li and Ryu, which I already made the joke. It's a fighting game. Put Ryu and Chun-Li in this. Like it would be so out of place. But then again, Ryu and Chun-Li are the crossover fighting game reps. You know, that would be really fun. It would be hilarious to see Ryu uh, hitting a Shoryuken on Patrick. What is it with like some of these fighting games now that we're getting for real? Some of these video games with all these crossovers now. These are all like old Mugen rosters from 20 years ago when everybody was in when I was in high school and junior high, and Mugen was all the rage, you know, amongst the nerds. And it was like, oh, hey, you could just download any character you want. Like Mugen has now the whole thing that made Mugen so fun and so cool was the seeing all these characters who kind of shouldn't be, you know, in the same. They shouldn't be meeting. Now they are. That's just become the norm now to get people's attention. But I'm really excited about this game and what it could do. And like I'm wondering though, like, are they gonna like slow bleed the roster? It's supposed to come out in the fall. I think somebody said maybe October-ish. So they've got what, 4 months? Uh, there's a lot of characters missing. I guess we can go ahead and jump into that. Although one more piece is supposed to have like 20 stages, so it's got a lot of stages. I'd imagine that means it's got at least. I'm taking a shot in the dark here. 40 characters at least. What are the odds of DLC? I don't know. If they're copying Smash, they may as well go ahead and copy the idea of having downloadable characters for the next year or two. Just go ahead and do that. I mean, they have to have seen from today, from the minute this got announced, that people like went crazy for it and started memeing it immediately, while also saying like this looks like a ridiculous thing, but it's got rollback and the devs apparently have a good reputation for previous games made like this. So people are kind of very they're optimistic. They're kind of cautious. They're not gonna. They don't seem to be, you know. They're not all in yet, but they're very hopeful that this could actually be a quality game, and I am too. But so that's what I'm sitting here wondering. So let's get into the real discussion everybody wants to know and talk about. What will the final roster look like? So let's go by the franchises repped already. TMNT, of course. Mikey and Leo confirmed. You know Raphael and Donatello are going to be in there. What game would put 2 of the turtles in and not all 4? You know, that's just a given. So that's 2 characters right there you know we're getting. SpongeBob's got 3 reps, of course, in SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. I do wonder if we're going to get like skins, like alternate skins for some of these characters. Like SpongeBob and Patrick have worn some corny get-ups over the years. Sandy's got her traditional, you know, her standard, you know, underwater suit with her helmet. But then she's also got just her casual little look when she's at home. I mean, that one's not as exciting, I guess. Well, depending on who you are, I guess. Depending on your taste in cartoon character, ladies. But I do wonder if that could be a thing where we get some of these things like. So who else could be in this? Squidward comes to mind, of course. Mr. Krabs, just the main characters from the show. Maybe you could do something where you pair Plankton and Karen up, where Karen Karen fights and Plankton's just like on her head or something like that. Plankton builds a robot suit. Plankton's had robot suits. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. There you go, 2 superheroes. Oh, you could do that. You could put SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy in their Justice League of Super Acquaintances outfits, where SpongeBob was the Quickster, Patrick was what was it, the Elastic Waistband, and Sandy was Miss Appear, and Squidward was Captain Magma. Put them in those costumes. Handsome Squidward could be a character. Like there's so much you could do there. Somebody say Doodle Bob. Bring back Doodle Bob. That would be a good one. But Man Ray's a recurring villain. I'm kind of also when I'm as I'm thinking through some of these characters, I'm trying to think of which ones would be like cool fighting game characters. But then again, some of these characters in here I wouldn't have put in a fighting game. But Invader Zim, honestly, I don't remember much of Zim to be able to say who should and shouldn't be in that. But they got the title character right off the bat. Real Monsters, the main trio there. I don't remember what their names were either. But I imagine if if one of the 3 is there, the other 2 will join her. Ren and Stimpy. I think there's box art out of like some characters like with silhouettes that's supposed to be of the game cover. And supposedly you can make out Ren and Stimpy on there. Wouldn't surprise me if the 2 title characters show up in a game where one of their superheroes is already repped. Hey Arnold got Helga. Don't ask me why. Why is a Hey Arnold character in a fighting game? So if Hey Arnold can get Helga, then pretty much any character in that show can actually make it. Arnold, Gerald, Harold, Stinky. Put Stinky in, please. Put Stinky as... What if his taunts be, "Yes, you're really bad." Please. Please give us Stinky. I want Stinky. Stinky has got to be in the game now. Who else? Okay, the Loud House, Lincoln and Lucy. That's another situation where they're just kids. So you can pretty much put anybody in there. You got to put all 11 of the Lincoln of the Loud kids in there. Put Clyde. Put Clyde and then give him a special tag when he's in there with Lori. Or maybe make it realistic to the show where if you put Clyde and Lori on a team together, Clyde passes out and then he can't fight. Hey, that would be a good way to anytime Lori's on the field, a Clyde player, their controls are inverted or something like that, and he goes like he's just confused. There's your fun mechanic. Danny Phantom's got Danny Phantom, as I said before. There's some characters. Now, this show actually has a bunch of characters you could get away with that would make sense for a fighting game. You could do Vlad Plasmius, who was the main villain there. There was Evil Danny towards the end of the series. It was like an alternate universe of Danny from the future or something like that, where I think he obtained the powers of Vlad Plasmius, and he basically became the strongest ghost in existence. And with that power, he abused that responsibility and basically became the most evil villain in the series. But you could put him in there. Everybody's favorite rock star, Ember McLean, she could go in there. I think she's one of the most popular ghosts from the show. That little clone of Danny, the other Danny, the girl clone who, if she used too much of her power, she would die or something like that. You could put her in there. That would work. Oh, who was the other? Oh, for a troll character, the Box Ghost. Give us the Box Ghost. I am the Box Ghost. That would be fun. Rugrats got Reptar. Honestly, the only real fighting character. What are you gonna do? Put Stu in there. Stu's final smash is making pudding at 4 in the morning. And he just loses control, and the pudding explodes and KOs anybody nearby. He just goes on a rampage. Like, what are you going to put Tommy and Chucky and Phil and Lil in? I guess they could. But Reptar could be fun. And the Wild Thornberries get Nigel. Like, I'm seeing the meme potential from this game. Like a lot of these characters are meme-like. Like, there's so many Patrick and SpongeBob memes. Like, Patrick's down smash, or like down aerial, or whatever you call it, is him doing the strawberry cone move from that Olympics episode, the Fry Cook Games, where he's doing the high dive, and he puts on an ice cream cone. He's the strawberry scoop with a chocolate dip. That was what it was called. That's one of his moves. And see, that's a really old classic SpongeBob reference. And that, along with Nigel Thornberry, he was a big meme where people were putting his face over random characters. I saw one of Belle from Disney's Beauty and the Beast earlier today. Like, there's so much potential here to just come up with goofy, funny stuff that could be entertaining for a long time if they focus on the funny. That's gonna be that's gonna be the thing they need to focus on here. Focus on the funny. Make it funny. Doesn't have to be the greatest fighting game or video game of all time. Just make it funny. But that's the whole roster we have now. Like I said, I don't know what you could do with the Thornberries. Anybody technically would work. But now I want to get into potential characters from franchises that have not been mentioned yet, because there are quite a few, and they could be very interesting. Let me see. On this list I typed up earlier, you already got. I already mentioned the Turtles. Oh yeah. As I already said, you know, the other two Turtles are definitely going to be in. But what about April O'Neil? Now, these are the classic Turtles, by the way. That's interesting. It makes me wonder again, are we going to get skins that reflect their more modern appearances? Are they going to look like the 03 series? Are they going to look like what was the 2012 series or whatever, the CG series that Nickelodeon ran? Or are they going to have Rise of the TMNT style costumes? That would be interesting. That could probably be some DLC content. You know, because at least then, if they're just skins, then you don't have to, you know, reprogram them. You could just buy them and unlock them. But you could probably get Casey Jones in there as a character. Shredder. Yeah, Shredder. I'm sitting here I can't believe I didn't type Shredder on this thing. Shredder, Rocksteady, Bebop. If we're sticking with the old classics versions. So there's a lot of potential with TMNT. A character I'm surprised didn't make the cut in this first trailer. I'm sure she'll be in there though. Is Jenny XJ9 from My Life as a Teenage Robot? It's a robot. She can, she is a living weapon. So that makes sense to put her in the game. She's pretty popular too. So that that would work out very well. Who else could show up from that? The Silver Shell or whatever his name was, that robot that was created by the nerd that had a big crush on Jenny. I guess that could be he could be a character. I don't remember what her name was, but the Queen of the Cluster, the weird bug robot lady, she could probably be in. Oh, who was the other one? Jenny had a friend. There was another, like, a strange friend. Maybe she was part of the cluster. I think she was, like, purple colored or something. I can't remember if she was a robot or not. I think she was. I don't know. They could do some stuff there, though. But Jenny definitely has to be in. I talked about Danny Phantom already. Oh yeah, Fairly Odd Parents. Nothing for the Fairly Odd Parents yet in this game. an obvious pick from that show would be Jorgen von Strangle. That seems like an easy enough one. Big Jack dude. The Crimson Chin. There's a lot of superheroes that you could put from that show in. Crimson Chin, Catman, if you want to show some love for Adam West there. Crash Nebula, they did a whole pilot for that. That would be interesting. Crash Nebula could do the kid version of him from that failed pilot, technically a Fairly Odd Parents special. I learned that special was originally meant to serve as a pitch for a Crash Nebula series, but I guess it didn't do well enough, or Nickelodeon didn't like it enough to push for that. But Crash Nebula in the game could be cool. Mark Chang, the Yugo-Batamian who befriended Timmy, he could be a crazy character with his shape-shifting weapon and all his little weapons in his little belt. I jokingly said put Princess Mandai, who was going to marry him, in there. Because she's got like the flame sword and her hair catches on fire when she's upset. She shows up a few times. I mean, Timmy, Cosmo, and Wanda probably serve as something. Like Cosmo and Wanda will be Timmy's smashes or something like that. Special moves. Who else? Somebody made a joke about Mr. Cracker. I don't know. That's a weird series, though. But Crocker has his own crazy power-ups in that show from time to time. So put him in one of those. I guess it doesn't really matter. Again, like Helga's in there as just herself, so it doesn't really matter. Jimmy Neutron. Everybody's waiting for Hugh Neutron to make the cut. Don't worry, Jimbo. But like I could see them putting Ultra Lord in. That was Sheen's favorite superhero. There's so many superheroes in these Nickelodeon shows. Like Jimmy probably will get in. Maybe do something with Goddard. Put Hugh in, please, again, for the memes. Make it funny. Give him this weird, like his final smash should be a reference to the I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. Like make him summon a big dragon. Like it doesn't have to be the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Just make him summon a dragon. It can be that crazy. But yeah, Ultra Lord could be a fun character. I don't know what else. I don't know really what to do with him. He's just a big, big spaceman. But here's some shows that haven't got any rep whatsoever. That Jimmy Neutron doesn't have any here, but these are some more ones that you probably wouldn't expect. I guess we get the main one that you would expect out of the way. Avatar and Korra. Nothing revealed for them yet. You could pretty much put anybody from Avatar and Korra in this game and it would work because it's a fighting game and it's an action show. Aang, Katara, Toph, Korra. I don't remember most of the characters from Korra. Like after the first book, I'm kind of out. Like Amon, put Amon in there. He'd be like the scariest dude in the whole game. Tag team Man Ray with Amon. There you go. And Plankton. Amon and Plankton. There. So yeah, Korra, Aang, Toph, Katara, Zuko. People wanted Iroh, I think. Azula. So some people wanted Ty Lee too. We all know why everybody wants Ty Lee. There's a bunch of characters you could put in there. Put JoJo Siwa in there just because she was in the other game. So out of place. Oh, it would be so out of place. But then again, I'm for it. I don't know what her moves would be, but if Helga Pataki can be in the game, then so can JoJo Siwa. The Thundermans, that was a superhero show that they did. Personally, I'm not really wanting like live action people in there, but Maybe we could give the exception to JoJo, since she's already in one of the games. But I could see them maybe wanting to put the Thundermans in, just because they are actiony. Even though I never cared about the Thundermans. Same thing with Henry Danger. You could put Kid Danger and Captain Man. I can't believe his name is Captain Man. Oh. Put them in there. Whatever the Danger Force, I guess they could put those kids in there too. Again, not really super interested in seeing either Henry Danger or Thunderman's characters in there, but whatever. There is one I would make an exception for. I'll get to that in a minute, though, for live action stuff. I'll get to that at the end because I got a big question about that. Kablam, there's some funny stuff there. Specifically, somebody brought up Action League now. Put the Action League in this game. Let me play as the Flesh. I don't know how you would get past. I don't know how you would make it past the E rating, but I mean they already did this before. I mean it's an action figure. I can't remember. I can't remember the other two names. It was Thunder Girl, the Flesh, and then I can't remember the other two. One was a character whose face was melted, and the other was a scuba diver. I can't remember their names. But you could put them in there. That would be hilarious. Make them characters. They don't have to be action figures. Then again, if you made them characters, you could just have fun with the stupid, the Flesh. No, he's not going to get in there, but I doubt they care about Action League now. But that would be funny. Tak and the Power of Juju is something we haven't seen in a while. Does Nickelodeon own that? I know that was a series that aired. I don't know if that was a game series that they sold a series to Nickelodeon, or if Nickelodeon actually owns that and turned it into a game series. I don't know. Cat Dog. I think Cat Dog's supposed to be on the cover art too. Again, Cat Dog is just show. You could put anybody in there. Kappa Mikey. Now that's an interesting one because one of the actors in that show did voice Goku for Dragon Ball. So if that character was Gonard, if Gonard makes it into Smash, then in a roundabout way, you got Goku in this game. Not exactly, but it's close. It'd be not much different than counting the Dragon Quest heroes in Smash as a potential rep because they're designed by Akira Toriyama. So it would be kind of close, kind of similar. It's not quite what you want, but maybe you should just take what you got. That would be interesting. But there is one big question I have, because this would make this a really cool game if it did. Power Rangers. What are the odds that some Power Rangers make it into this game? Yes, Battle for the Grid is a thing, and it exists. But Power Rangers, as best as I know, is still airing on Nickelodeon. They still have that deal. And any deal that could have been made for these characters would probably have already been finalized a while back before development started, or in the process of development. So maybe there's a chance a few Power Rangers make their way into this game. Maybe. Maybe not. Someone I talked to on Twitter said that there's rumor going around that Nickelodeon's deal with Saban could possibly be expiring soon, and the rumor was that Power Rangers may be going to Netflix. Now I haven't seen anything about that, so who knows? Could be true, may not be. That's why it's a rumor. But I think even if that was true, if Nickelodeon did lose the rights to the series, that shouldn't have any effect on the game, because that deal should already been finalized already. Unless this is going to be a work in progress like Smash is, and even after it's out, they kind of they're still working on it. So, I think it's unlikely though. I think it's probably going to be unlikely that Power Rangers make it in, but I hope I'm wrong because there is a game on Nickelodeon's website. I can't remember what it was called. It's called Nickelodeon Ultra Brawl or something like that, or Ultra Universe Brawl. I think that's the name of it. Let me look it up. Super Brawl Universe. I think that's the right one. But there's some game like that on Nickelodeon's website that you can play. It's a little 2D game. It's a fighting game, but you can pick like SpongeBob and some of the Power Rangers, I think, and some of the Turtles and a few other characters. But one of the assists is the Green Ranger who calls the Dragon Zord. And so I recorded a video of it. I don't know where that was. I don't know what I did. I think I lost that video. But you can fight as SpongeBob and then have the Green Ranger as your backup that you can summon to call the Dragon Zord to launch an attack against your opponent. And that's cool. And I hope that something like that is possible in this game. But to be fair, we really don't know much more about the game. Really don't know much of anything about it. Aside that it's happening, there's going to be a lot of characters. I think it's a good sign. I think that they're clearly going to try to reveal more characters over the next month or so, or the next few months until the release. I'm hoping for at least a 40-character roster. Again, they're copying Smash. One of the appeals of Smash and just fighting games in general at this point is a big roster. Nickelodeon has a big... There's a lot of characters under that umbrella, and a lot of them would be really fun and cool to see in a fighting game. So, take a hint from Nintendo. If you gotta steal some of their marketing tech stuff, build some character trailers and all, do some DLC. This game, if it plays well, could stay alive for a while. Smash is ending soon. There's only one character left to be revealed. And then people are going the Smash hype is gone. Smash will be over. This game, it may not be Smash, but it's close. And it could fill in that hole in Smash players' souls and hearts where they're craving more Smash content, but they know it's not coming. But this could be a nice substitute for that, to hold people over until something else gets their attention. Appeal, you're ripping off Smash again. I say that in not trying to be degrading. You're ripping off Smash. Go all the way to appeal to Smash Brothers players. Do what people enjoy about Smash. Don't just borrow the gameplay. Let the game devs handle the gameplay and all that stuff. You are a massive media company. You know how to market this stuff. Somebody posted on Twitter that they don't even need to market it at all. They just posted a trailer and, headed out. The internet pretty much has sold the game to everybody already. And I think a lot more people were actually seriously considering checking this game out when they found out it had rollback netcode. So this could be a very, very interesting thing, to see how it, to see this play out. I'm excited, and I hope we get to see things. Like I said, I hope Yo Video Games, I hope those guys will play it when it does come out at least once. I feel like they have to. It's a Smash-style game, and, I know those guys love classic cartoons. I'm pretty sure Max likes the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If Max covered Fortnite getting Ryu and Chun-Li, and that's not even a fighting game, I feel like they have to cover this one. At least Max does, because it is a fighting game. So, anyway, I'm excited to see what happens, what all kind of content comes out. Hopefully more funny memes. Because, today has probably been the funniest, is just the funniest, just constant wave of memes I've seen. Each one just as funny as the next, some funnier. It was a really good day for memes on the internet. So I don't really know what else to say other than sit back and just keep saying that I'm very hopeful that this could be a fun game. And that's all I got to say now. Hopefully the next wave of fighters gets announced soon. Hopefully, if they can keep the roster a secret. I figure even Smash has had leaks, so I figure the full roster will get leaked at some point. But they should try to keep it a secret as best they can. And that way they can do big character reveals. Even tease them ahead of time. Go ahead and do that. The day before you're going to reveal a new string of characters, post it the day before. Tease it a little bit, and then drop it the next day. Get people watching it already. Get people to take notice. That's all you need. I mean, no, you didn't really word got out about this game the day before yesterday, I think. Either last night or the night before. The talks started going around on Twitter that some kind of Nickelodeon Smash game was coming. But now people are really interested in it. So, I don't know. I just like the idea of hyping things up. So I guess they technically don't have to hype it up the day before. And a cold drop would work. Worked for this. Aside of the rumors. But anyway, that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about it. And hopefully we'll be talking about it a lot more in the future. So be sure to stick around, like and subscribe, check out all my other stuff, and we will talk about this the next time we get some characters. Till then, later.